Hey everybody, coming to you talking about the week ending of May 1st. And despite this ongoing conflict with Iran and the oil prices being around $100 a barrel, the markets have been just pushing higher. Last week the S&P 500 and NASDAQ both hit new record highs. The Dow's closing in on that 50,000 mark again. And April was actually the best month the market has had since the pandemic recovery back in November of 2020. So what's actually going through and really driving this rally? Well, I think the markets are, kind of signaling that they believe the worst of the Iran conflict is kind of behind us, and earnings have been really strong. The inflation hasn't spiked dramatically as far as a lot of people really kind of feared. However, with that being said, there are a few things that we still need to watch. Oil prices remain elevated, and we're all starting to really feel that at the pumps and kind of at the market as we go through with this inflation. There's also some new uncertainty with the Federal Reserve, as we talked about Jerome Powell before. Well, Jerome Powell is now stepping down as the Fed chair, but he said he's going to go through and stay on as the Fed governor. That could really create some interesting dynamics at the future Fed meetings. So, this and all comes down to, with all this, it all kind of comes down to the fact that, markets are resilient. They're going to go through and bounce and move with all these different things, but still, there's plenty to watch. As always, we're here keeping close eyes on everything that's going through and developing, how this may affect your portfolio. But at any time you have any type of questions, again, don't ever hesitate to give us a call. We're always here. So till next week, be safe.